So we spoke to Billy about his call-up to the Ireland squad and about Stuart McCloskey missing out. You also mentioned, Goodey, George Fairbank called up to the England squad today, and Fraser Dingwall as well. First of all, on those, I suppose, how surprised... I mean, George Fairbank's been tearing up trees, hasn't he, in the Premiership, but Fraser Dingwall has come from left field.
Yeah, I speak to a few people at Northampton and fans and stuff like that, and Fraser Dingwall is thought very highly of. But in reality, you look at Northampton, we're not going back to the salary cap, but we're talking their outside centres. They've got Proctor, who's been immense, and one of my favourite players over the last 18 months, Rory Hutchinson. So Dingwall's not actually played that much, and he's come into the England squad, and people will see that as a surprise. When you see him play and when you hear about him and you talk to people about him, he's very highly regarded and rated. But again, it's an Eddie Jones selection. There's a little bit of looking forward. There's a little bit of Slade's injured. Great to see Devoto in there as well, in the squad. But, you look at the centres, they've got Devoto, Dingwall, Manu, Tuolangi and Jonathan Joseph. And then do you put the old argument again about Ford and Farrell? Do you put Farrell at 12? But Dingwall's exciting. Hasn't played a massive amount. But as ever, Eddie picks who he wants.
Another one that Scotland have lost out on, Jim, Fraser Dingwall.
Yeah, well, there you go. The name says it all, doesn't it? So, swore his allegiances to 25,000 reasons why England. Maybe it isn't about that. He's quality. I mean, Northampton, and you don't want to talk about the salary cap.
Oh,
but
mate,
you talk about,
Jim. So, I mean, you're boring our listeners.
You talk about teams bringing through young English players. For me, Northampton are that next team. You look at the profile of that team and what Chris Boyd's doing. Grayson's another one. At 10, James Grayson, Alex Moon as well.
Mooney.
Spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. Said he was carving up, long hair, long lid on him. He's been really good, really physical, and it's been putting Laws into 6 with Ribbons playing as well. Both of them. I mean, Northampton are a very good team, and I tell you what, Eddie Jones always said it. He's a smart man. He is a smart man. He knows his ruggers. And he picks guys that not necessarily are in form right now. Goody mentioned with Dingwall, he's not played as much, but I think he definitely, I mean, of course he does. He's one of the best coaches in the world. He's got an eye for talent.
Why have you been so nice to Eddie?
I need to be nice to someone. I don't know. I'm just trying to rebuild bridges, Goody, for us.
Mate, I'm all right. I don't need to build any bridges with Saracens fans. 11 out
about Saracens.
11 out of 12 Premiership fans agree with everything I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the competition for the biggest bolter in that England squad is either surely Fraser Dingwall or someone you'll know well, Goody, Jacob Umaga.
Yeah.
Well, I know Madder.
Do you?
His mum's mate's my mum. They work together, apparently.
All right. Yeah, listen, Jacob's played really well over the last sort of month, 6 weeks for Wasps. Obviously a very talented kid. And it's one of those things, you pick apart squads when Eddie Jones announces a squad. And, you got to feel a little bit for Joe Simmons at Exeter, who is playing week in, week out at the top club and playing exceptionally well. Hardly missed a kick at goal all year.
What about Marcus Smith?
Yeah, Marcus Smith.
Marcus played all right.
He's been involved in squads before.
Yeah. But Jacob, his performances for Wasps, we saw the game at Bristol. He got man of the match and scored a cracking try and managed the game really well. But yeah, I mean, Eddie Jones, he's got one eye on the here and now and one eye on the future as well, hasn't he?
And he knows that with a name like Umaga, you're going to be a good... I don't know any other... I don't know... I've never heard of another Umaga in my life, ever.
Mike Turner.
What? What?
Mike Turner.
That's my point.
What is it?
That's, of course it is. Turner Umaga.
Yeah, but Mike Umaga is his dad, isn't it?
Yeah,
but that's my point.
That's my point. You just said I've never heard of any other Umaga in my life.
I was about to say, apart from Turner.
Oh, of course you are.
Who he probably wants to be his dad, even though that Mike is a quality player as well. He played at Cov. Mate, I know, that's my point.
There we go.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But it's interesting, you look at the selection, though. Talk about number 8s.
Oh, here he is. You tweeted it.
I did.
Yeah?
And Don Brandt and Sam Simmons, just to let you know, Eddie, he's carving up week in, week out. He's probably faster than anyone else on the field. He's more powerful. He's making breaks. I'm not, at no point am I saying he shouldn't be picked or whatever, but your back row of Tom Curry, Ben Earl, Ted Hill.
He likes Ted Hill.
Ludlam and Underhill. They're all very, very, very similar.
Who's playing 8?
Ben Earl
I reckon.
Yeah. And I tweeted about it last night.
That's only because Don Brandt isn't in there and Sam Simmons. You're thinking Billy goes off injured. I mean, you got to feel for him with his broken arm. So you're thinking of like for like. That's
I
why
was
you're
thinking
saying Don Brandt.
You got to have number 8. So the 3 I put were Ben Earl. Surely you got to have 2 out of these 3: Ben Earl, Don Brandt, and Sam Simmons.
What about Nathan Hughes not getting a recall? He's playing better at Bristol.
No.
He's gone quiet, really. So yeah, he had a couple of good games, but then, when they played Saracens, apparently he was anonymous.
He's not rocked up for England ever, and that's harsh.
against Wasps, he was anonymous at times. So listen,
I thought he got MOM against Wasps, didn't he?
No, Jacob Inwood did. I just said that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, but I suppose that you look at the balance of the squad. He's picked 6 guys that could play second row, and he's picked 5 back rowers that all, to me, look like those 6.5 or 7s.
Ben Earl packs down at 8, doesn't he, for Saracens? But he normally starts on the flank. But you're saying he's the only one. There's no big ball carrier that would replace Billy there. Is that a concern for England in terms of winning the Six Nations?
Well, I feel a little bit harsh saying it, but I will. I don't think Billy was at his best at the World Cup.
Oh, mate, why are you being mean to the Sarries boys?
I think
talk about kicking a man while he's down.
It's horrible. But I think with someone like Ben Earl, they offer a slightly different ball carrying option. Anyone who's watched him, he's a brilliant ball carrier. He's got the step, he's got the power, speed's probably his point of difference. He's probably carries very similar to Sam Simmons, and that's maybe why he gets the nod, because arguably slightly better over ball, maybe a little bit quicker. I'm not privy to the speed times, but Ben Earl he's got game time. Yeah. So he's come through and he's rapid. I'm like Goodey. Am I surprised Don Brandt? I don't know.
He was good. Don Brandt was very good on Saturday against Clermont.
He's been great.
His ball skills.
Yeah, he's been great in Europe. Yeah, he has. But is he fit enough? And again, it's so easy to say because you look like a sack of spuds. But I'm pointing at you as I say it. But maybe they just think, mate, we want to see the best version of you.
I think they have mentioned that.
And a lot of people say this. You can judge someone by their weight, by visually how they look. I mean, some people have an underactive thyroid. Myself. Some people have an overactive thyroid. Myself.
Yeah, I
some
think
people have an underactive thyroid.
I think it's the other way around him, yeah.
So,
but yeah,
I
just think with it, I agree your sentiment about it, and you can find a reason not to pick someone. I can't find a reason not to pick Sam Simmons.
He's a one for me, more than Don Brandt. Do you think more Don Brandt than Simmons?
I just think the balance is wrong. You've got Ewells, Itoje, Cruz, Launchbury, Moon and Laws. Now, Laws has been playing 6. But your balance of, where is your ball carrier in the back row, apart from Ben Earl? Because you've got Tom Curry, Ted Hill, Ludlam and Underhill. They're all absolute dogs.
You've got ball carriers in other players, haven't you? Sinclair.
I would like to have seen.
I
would have liked to have seen 2 out of Ben Earl, Sam Simmons and Don Brandt. 2 out of those 3 in the squad for a better balance. And I just think that with 6 second rows, too much.